Shalom, Makim. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Red Millstone who taught me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth. And also the brothers that teach the word in sincerity. This is the brother I belong here from Chicago, to come back at you with another lesson. Just to basically talk about, how, 2/3 of our people, wasn't meant to receive this truth. Basically, not to understand it. So this is the book of Revelations 10:9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. The book is a representation of the Bible. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. Yeah, because when you first hear this truth, you're supposed to eat it up. Take in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Yeah, because as an Israelite, when you first hear this truth, you feel great. I'm one of the Lord's chosen people, etc. Verse 10 is going to get into it. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Yeah, because 2/3 of our people, it's good, they're feeling lighted, to know that they're Israelites. But what? Things that comes with this truth and understanding the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is what? A lot of people, get bitter at what? The law, statutes, and commandments, not living the way you want to live. And this is the whole mindset of 2/3 of our people, once they eat this truth, it may be acceptable to them, for the moment, but, soon as, things like what? Hardship, because hardship does come with this truth. Hardship, obedience, order comes with this truth. And 2/3 of our people can't accept order, so let's continue. Let's see, bear with me for a second. This is the book of Isaiah 30 and 10, which said, to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy unto us right things, speak us to us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Well, that's what 2/3 of our people look for, They look for those smooth things, but what? They don't want to hear the other half of it, which is the burden of a hardship that comes with, taking on this truth. Especially 2/3 of our people, like I said before, they want to hear good things, That's why a lot of our people go to church on Sunday, because they can't bear hardship. And hardship comes with this truth, Prophesy not unto us right things. What is the right thing? Telling our people to get right before, the destruction comes to this place, But the Lord ultimately blinded 2/3 of our people's, 2/3 of our people's eyes from seeing this truth, I'm gonna start at Galatians 4:15. I'm gonna jump into the point. Where is then the blessedness ye spake of? For I bear you record that if it had been possible, you would have been plucked out of your own eyes and have given them to me. And I'm finna jump into the point. Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Right? We tell our people the whole truth, of the Bible. Us at Great Millstone, we teach the 100% truth. We don't sugarcoat anything. We tell it how it is. Going back to what I just read, our people want to hear those smooth things, and that's what make them ultimately not want to accept this truth. And ultimately, we become, enemies to our own people, because what? We tell them the truth. We tell them the honey, and it's ultimately be bitter to the 2/3 of our people, because what? We tell them the truth. Sometimes the truth is, hard to swallow, as the saying goes. For this truth, the true knowledge, wisdom, understanding of this Bible, it's hard for our people. It's a hard pill for our people to swallow, which is order. Because, like I said before, what comes with this truth is order. True knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and correctness. And our people refuse to receive that correctness. Because, like I said before, our people want to live how they want to live. That's how ultimately the Lord has blinded our people. It's a stumbling block to our people. 2/3, that is. Let me see. I'm gonna start at Romans 11:2. Yahweh had not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What he not what? So like what the scripture said of Elias, how he make his intercession to Yahweh against Israel, saying, and I'm finna jump into the point. Romans 11:3. Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Like, this is the mindset of 2/3 of our people. You know, they want to put us to death for speaking the truth. You know, because what the truth, you know, the truth is a hard pill to swallow. You know, but ultimately, you know, 2/3 of our people is going to receive that death. You know, I'm gonna read that again. Romans 11:3. Lord, they have killed thy prophets. Right, the Lord, 2/3 of our people has killed the prophets back in the ancient times, and 2/3 of our people is coming against the men of the Lord now. You know, and dig down thy altars, I am left alone, and they seek my life. You know, we ultimately become enemies of our people because we tell them the truth. You know, 2/3 of our people is not going to receive this truth. They were never meant for this truth. That's why they come up against us. This is the book of John 12:40. He had blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes nor understand with their heart, meaning to give them the understanding. 2/3 of our people don't have that pure understanding, you know? Because anyways, even if they did have the understanding, you know, they're not going to do anything with it. You know, that's why the Lord ultimately blinded them, because these are the same people, like I said before, that came up against the prophets and tried to put the prophets to death, you know? And be converted, and I should heal them, because ultimately the Lord doesn't want to heal 2/3 of our people. You know, the Lord, you know, wants to get rid of the undesirable, which is 2/3 of our people. You know, they were never, you know, they was never meant to receive this truth, because they lived according to their own heart, and they follow the ways of this world, and they disregard the Lord and power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And this is why. This is the book of John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and a dope not in the truth. Salakia. Let me read that again. Salakia. John 8:44. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Right? A lot of our people, 2/3 of our people, love to follow Esau, Edom. You know, they trust in Egypt. You know, going back to, I believe it's Isaiah 30th chapter. You know, he was a murderer from the beginning, and a dope not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Right? Our people, 2/3 of our people, that is, it's a big support. You know, they love this society. You know, that's why they can't perceive the truth, because what? They're deep in their heart is in this world. You know, that's why the Lord ultimately blinded our people. You know, it was never meant for them to receive it. You know, a lot of people were born in vain, as the scripture talks about. A lot of people, you know, it's made for the sword. You know, and 2/3 of our people was never meant to, you know, receive this truth. It's only for the elect, and Lord willing, we be a part of those same men that was prophesying back in the ancient times. You know, so Lord willing, I hope this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, telling this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth, and also the brothers that teach His word in sincerity. You know, Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. The Lord willing, I'll come back with another blessed son. Shalom.